Good luck again, folks. Welcome back to the channel. So, you want to know how you get your comms recorded onto your camera? Well, watch the rest of this video and you'll find out exactly how I do it.
You literally have to switch it on, feel it vibrate, and then leave it.
That's what my missus does.
Children. They're children.
Down in the dirt.
Okay then, first things first. If you're going to use this setup, then the audio quality from the other people connected into your sort of group chat on your comms, it's not going to be as good a quality as if you just had a lav mic and a sound recorder or lav mic to camera on everyone else you want to record a chat with. If you do it that way, that will get you the best audio quality you can possibly get. So everybody involved in the chat, everyone has a mic, either direct to a sound recorder or direct to a camera. Then you have to sync everything else up in footage. That's the best way to do it, but it's a pain in the bum, takes ages in the edit, and sometimes it's just not practical. So this way will allow you to record the group chat of anybody at all that's connected to your intercom, whether that's a cardo, Senna, whatever it is that you use. This system will capture all that audio, but the audio quality is slightly treble heavy. It is quite tinny, just so you know. Here's an example.
If a tree falls down in the forest and my wife's not there to hear it, am I still wrong? Yes.
Okay then, so what you're going to need. First off, you're going to need your lid, you're going to need your comm system of choice. Obviously I go with Cardo. This is the Cardo Edge, I've done a little vid on this. You'll also need your camera of choice. I use the GoPro Hero 10. You're going to need either the media mod or the mic adapter for the GoPro. And then this is all the cabling you're going to need. You're going to need 3 cables. The first one you're going to need is the 3.5mm stereo splitter, which takes a male to 2 female outputs. Then you're going to need the attenuator cable. Now I'll go into why you need this shortly. And you're going to need a stereo breakout cable. I'll leave links for all of the kit needed down below in the vid description. They are affiliate links, so if you use them I do get a little slice off the top, but it costs you nothing more. So if you want to help support the channel, please use those links. Right, let's get on with the installation. Okay, so this is the normal setup. This is what it looks like inside your lid. You've got the mic from your comms going to the comms unit, which goes to the headphones, and then you have your camera and the lav mic, which you use to vlog with. So what you need to do is disconnect the headphones from the comms unit, then take your splitter cable, plug the male end into the comms unit, and then plug your headphones into one of the female ports. Next, take the attenuator cable and plug that into the remaining female port. So what's the crack with this attenuator cable then? What I've found in the past when recording group chat is sometimes you suffer from really bad distortion. I don't know why, but sometimes it's just unusable. Check this out.
Which way are we going, Pete? You know?
See what I mean? You can't use that. Now with the attenuator cable, just think of it as like an inbuilt volume control or gain control. It brings everything down to a nice, safe, usable level. However, what I have found is that sometimes it's too quiet, so you need to boost that in post. Not always, but sometimes you do. Stick around to the end of the vid and I'll show you exactly how I do that. Next, take your breakout cable, connect the red port to the attenuator cable, and the lav mic inside your lid that you use for vlogging, that connects to the black port. And then the single male connection from the breakout cable goes to your camera. And that, folks, is as simple as that. But how do you get all this cabling into your lid? It's the same process as fitting the comms unit to your lid. It's just a matter of hiding the cables all within the lining of your lid. Now, a lot of lids, especially the shoeies, they have these little gaps right at the back, around the back of your head. And these gaps are ideal for hiding all the connectors. Just push them all home and then spread the cables evenly around the lining to avoid any pressure points. Right then, folks, now we've got these 2 big leads here, the splitter. We've got that hanging out the side of the lid. So what do you do with that? Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your camera fitted onto your lid, whether it's chin mount, side mount, however you do it. Get it fitted and then connect up the mic. So now that's in, but then you're still left with these cables. Now I don't know if you can see here, These are just cable management sort of clips that you can buy on Amazon. I'll leave the link down below. But anyway, I've got 2 fitted there, and they just hold these cables in nice and secure, and it just helps to tidy things up. However, I'm not happy having these cables flapping around in the wind. And also, if you look, I mean, they're really susceptible to the rain like we get here in the UK all the time. So, these things, do you remember these? This is what I use to mold around all my sort of exposed connections, whether that's the mic, power inputs, anything like that. I use these. These are just moldable ear sort of plugs. They're meant for swimming. But you get a big pack of them, big huge thing. You can see I've used half the pack already. But you just get them, break one of the globules off like so. And then all I do is you can tear bits off as you want. So what I do is I'll just give myself a nice strip like that. And then all I'll do is I'll just mold that around the connection, like so. And now that's weatherproof. I wouldn't have said it's waterproof, but it's definitely weatherproof. I mean, I suppose considering they're swimming earplugs, they probably are waterproof. So that's one done. I'll do the next one. So again, all I'm doing is I'm just flattening out a little strip of it like that. And then I just mold that around, making sure there's a nice overlap of everything. If you just push them together, they'll sort of stick. But then I use a little bit more of this and I'll just mold that across the two, just to help reinforce it. So that's that done. However, I don't rely on that keeping it to the helmet. This is where gaffer tape comes in. A small strip initially, and only 2-3 inches. Actually, go for 4. What's an inch between friends? So there we go. Got a strip of this gaffer tape. I'll lay that down. And all I'm doing is I'm just wrapping it around these cables first. Obviously making sure they were well pushed together in the first place. But that's all I'm doing. And then just push all that around. Make sure you're happy. Doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be like weather tight or anything like that, because now I'll whack these back in these clips. One thing I'll point out here, make sure you're giving yourself enough slack so that when you need to disconnect this, you can just pull that forward a bit and give yourself enough room. Okay, that's enough room. So that located like that is perfect for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some more gaffer tape across here, just to hold that onto the side of the lid. So again, you don't need to do this all in one perfect bit. Do it in sections. You've got to try and fit around the curvature of the lid here, haven't you? So I don't want that to go too far onto the material. So I'll go in there, pull that across, push down. That'll do there. Now I appreciate you might not want to be putting gaffer tape onto your lid, but needs must. You know, if you're doing this like I do this and you really need this audio, this is how you're going to have to do it, I'm afraid. Unless you go the option of ensuring every single person who's going to be talking on your comms, everybody has a microphone and a sound recorder, or a microphone and a camera. If you can guarantee that, then obviously that will get you better sound, and it's much tidier than this. But this, for me, I've found this, the ability for me now to record everything that goes on the comms, it's just brilliant. It's just really, really easy. And it adds a new dimension to your vids. When you've got, you know, when you've got the crack going on between everybody. I'm just going to do one more across all of that. Cut in here to allow for that. Okay, that is pretty much that. So now Once you connect that cable up, push that home. Obviously you've got this clip here. I find you only need to do one of these actually. There's probably not enough room to get both the cables in, but that's one in, and that is us. We're done. Keep an eye on this. Obviously, as you're riding, wind, if you don't push all these bits down, and if you have parts of this tape open to the wind, wind's gonna come rushing in through there while you're out on your bike, and it can, certainly after a couple of rides, it can start to move that, it can start to remove it. So keep an eye on it. Make any alterations you need to make along the way, but just make sure this gaffer tape is always keeping everything secure. The last thing you want are these cables moving around erratically when you're out on the bike, because that will create like static and loads of interference on your comms. Your audio will just be, it's horrible. We've all had it. But that is it, folks. I know it's not the perfect setup, folks. I just wish the likes of Cardo and Senna would build this into their systems where you could just record the group chat. I'm hearing possibly the new Senna 50 series, you may actually be able to do that with, I think it's their 50C, the one that has the camera. But don't quote me on that. If you want to know how to boost the audio levels in the comms chat, check out this video here. I'm sorry folks, I have to do that to keep you on the channel. It all helps the YouTube gods. Alright folks, keep doing your thing. Get on out there whenever you can. Look after those that you love, but most importantly, live your life. Woo-ha!